I am super excited today. We got a phenomenal guest speaker today. We got the mayor of City of Torrance going to give us state of the city, what new developments, and all the great stuff. Okay. Also, we have a great food sponsor too, who is going to provide you with some insight on technology and how he can help your clients as well. You guys all ready? Yes. Awesome. All right. Please make sure to silence your phones. Okay, do so now, or there will be a $5 KW Cares. So if I hear anyone's phone, and that includes my phone as well. Okay. Hold me to that. And guess what? If it rings, I'll put $20. All right. So reason here we go. All right, so you know how we do it here at South Bay. Our mission, our beliefs, and our vision to provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, and motivated to experience growth, wealth, and a legacy that allows them to live their best possible lives. Our beliefs, when the value of your own company align with your own beliefs, you know you found your professional home. Our vision is to achieve amazing agents and professionals and develop here at KW South Bay to remain the agency of choice. Absolutely. Give yourselves a high five. Turn around and give yourselves a high five. Yeah. Oh, one and another. Yeah, give yourselves one too as well, right? Love it. All right. So I don't know why this. So the support team, you know, just a quick reminder, the support is here for you and your business as well. So all of the amazing leaders here is to support you, right? You know, from Jennifer, Manny, myself, Fred, Christy, who is our newest ATL, Jocelyn, Natalie, Linda, Stephanie, Chriso, and our amazing Nina, as well as the productivity coach. So we're all here to support you and your business, okay? So we're the go-to if you have any concerns or issues regarding your business or the office in general. I'd like to introduce our newest agent, Kevin. Interesting story. When I was having a consultation meeting with Kevin, you know, he came from the West Side. And the first thing he told me, the first thing he says, Simon, what are your fees? That was the first thing that came out of his voice. I said, well, before we go into the fees, let me tell you a little bit about the value. Simon, I already know about the value. I know about Keller Williams. I just want to know what the fees are. I told him, I get it. We'll go through the fees in a moment, but I want to go through other stuff that, you know, we provide here as KW. Simon, out of respect, I get it, but I still want to know what the fees are. So now we're going back and forth. I'm still not giving him the answer he wants, you know. So ultimately, I did provide him with the fees, and he was super excited. He says, "Sign me up." So that same conversation led him to sign up with us, and now he's part of the office. True story. So if you do see Kevin, please make sure to give him a warm KW high five. All right. All right. Next, we want to. Where's Stephanie? We want to congratulate Stephanie on her first anniversary date. You know, being with the office when she started with us, Stephanie. Huh? Oh, 2 years. My apologies. Has it been 2 years already? Okay. So happy anniversary to you. Here's a little token of our appreciation. Come up here so we can take a photo. Natalie, come on. Okay. It just went super quick. Oh, wait. Come on, Manny. There you go. Awesome. Wait, speech.
No, speech.
Just a little. Tell us a little bit of how you feel working here at KW. I'm going to put her on the spot.
big standing in front of crowds and talking, but I do have a really fun time working here. This is technically the fourth brokerage that I've been a real estate administrator at, and I will say I have the most fun in this office, and it's really fun assisting you guys, and I love how we constantly get new energy in here, and I just really love working with you guys and getting to know all of you.
Happy work anniversary. It's not 1 year, it's actually 2 years. And next year, I'm probably going to say 1 year again, by the way. Exactly. It's just because I see her on a regular basis. It just feels like yesterday. So again, congratulations, Stephanie, on your 2 year anniversary with KWSB. We are definitely honored to have her with us as part of the staff. All right, let's continue. So also, I'm super stoked and excited. One of our agents won an award. Okay, so the 2025 GLAR Member Award winners, you probably see some familiar faces, like who knows this gentleman here? Yeah. Our termite guy. But more so, let me go on the next slide if you don't already see him. Mr. Ami got the Commercial of the Year award. So unfortunately, he's out of town. He's in Japan celebrating his award. So he couldn't be here to celebrate, but in spirit, he's definitely here. So this is an awesome achievement to be recognized by the association as the Commercial Realtor of the Year. So if you do get a chance to see him, he rarely comes physically, but he comes to pick up commission check. If you do see him, tell him congratulations. He's an awesome. Yeah, exactly. So, Omid, congratulations, my friend. That's quite an accomplishment. Let's continue. I'm in charge of the slides today, and the clicker, for some odd reason, it's not working. So bear with me here. All right, upcoming events. Who wants to be better negotiators? All of your hands should be going up. All right, this Friday, March 13th, Friday the 13th, 10:30. Okay, don't let that be a superstitious, because it really isn't, guys. Okay, but I'm going to be going over contracts, negotiations, strong offers, counter offers, multiple counter offers, seller counter offers, buyer counter offers, the ins and outs to really arm yourself and position yourself. I think all of us can definitely use that upper advantage in how you navigate those conversations with the buyers, how you navigate those conversations with the seller. So please, all of our classes are recorded, okay, and uploaded into our KW Shares YouTube channel. But I'd love to see you in person, because then I can interact, and then I can test you. Then I can have negotiations like Farah and I were constantly negotiating. And she gets right in my face right here. Simon? I go, wow, okay. You already intimidate me by just having your face in front of me. Yeah. But the beauty and the art of counters and negotiating is one of the key elements to success, in my opinion, in real estate. So some of the takeaways you'll take is competitive that will stand out of your offers, key contract terms you need to know, counteroffer strategies that can close more deals, how to close the gap, because ultimately there's negotiations in the beginning, there's negotiations during, and guess what? There's negotiations also as you're ready to close the deal. Sometimes you just got to level up as well, right? So please join us this Friday here in the training room. All right. All right, I'm super excited about this event. Nina, if you don't mind, come up here real quick. Let's give Nina a quick round of applause too, please. He's doing such an amazing job as well. Wow. Tell us a little bit about this e-waste event that we're having this Saturday.
Here, so have an hour or two that you can help out, help navigate the traffic. We would greatly appreciate that. Just reach out to me. Have my number. But the reason we brought this to the office is, one, so we can give you the opportunity to go out to the committees and offer something of value to them by putting your own marketing information on here. And you still have the ability to edit it if you want to. Just shoot me an email and I'll send it to you directly, so you can share it on your social media posts. But also it will work out as a fundraiser for the productivity coaching program. So that's money that we're going to be collecting for the annual awards that we're going to have in January again. So it goes by weight. So as much as stuff we bring in, they're going to cut us a check, and it's going to cost us no money. So a little bit of information.
I'm excited. I will be here bright and early supporting this event. This is a great opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. This is a great opportunity for all of you to be passing out these flyers and having conversations with the community of this event here. So it's that stickiness that you want, and they'll think of you when they're ready to buy, sell, and invest. So awesome. Thank you, Nina. And I will also go to Costco and buy a case of water. Okay. We got to hydrate because it's going to be a warm Saturday. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Next slide, please. All right, we have our annual St. Patrick's Happy Hour. Guess what? It's not going to be here. Not going to be here. Where's it going to be? Torrance Tavern. Yeah. So looking forward to it. So Tuesday, March 17 at 4 p.m. Several of us will be there early to set up and reserve a seat. But please come, enjoy the festivity. Make sure you wear something green. Otherwise, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pinch. Right? That's kind of a tradition. So,
Fourth of what?
well, until you want. But we'll start there at 4 o'clock. Because it is a restaurant, so there's going to be other people too as well. So. But yeah, this Tuesday, March 17, 4 p.m. is when we'll start the event. Okay, love to have you. Well, we're gonna charge it on Gary's card. Gary is gonna provide it. Yeah. So Chris Rivera is gonna sponsor and provide some. I think the first round, right? We're having green beer. Okay, so make sure you get there early because. Yeah, green beer and maybe some yellow beer too. Now, how about that, right? Those St. Patty's. All right, please make sure to RSVP. Just let us know, or just show up as well. It's here at the local tavern. It's about 1.5 miles from the office, and just a great vibe there too as well. All right, I'm also very excited about this event. Some of the top agents in our office. All of you know Eric Claudio, and then also Naomi as well, are going to spearhead this negotiating class. This is just going to level up. I mean, these are two individuals that do business at a very high level, closing deals. They know how to close the gap. So March 31st, it is a 2-hour event. Okay, so make sure you do your exercise, you stretch. So we don't want anyone yawning. But it'll go super quick. The value and the experience, and more so, what I call war stories is what they're going to bring to the table. How to close the initial gap, how to finesse the conversation, and ultimately how to move the needle forward in getting, your offers to the finish line, right? So we got these two amazing agents spearheading it. So please make sure to be part of it. Again, it'll be here at the South Bay office. Questions, thoughts, or concerns? Okay. All right. Drum roll, please. Next, we have our special guest, Mayor George Chin from the city of Torrance. Let's give him a warm round of applause. Mayor Chin, come on in. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How about you, Simon?
I'm doing well.
Right.
Here's the mic.
Okay.
You got front stage. Please tell us the state of the city.
Wow.
What's going on?
The state of the city, that's going to take about 40 minutes. I don't know if you guys have time, 40 minutes, but it is on YouTube. If you search YouTube for September 12th, 2025, you will be able to watch the state of the city, but I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version just because I don't think you guys want to do a repeat. But the one we did this last September has a lot of videos interspersed so that it's not a yawner. So it will keep you on the edge of your pants, or your dress, if you will. But very happy. Thank you for inviting me here. And
Thank you for coming.
I hear the terms that you are using, leveling up, and this is what we've been doing in the city of Torrance since I've been the mayor, got elected June 2022. And thank you. I saw some yard signs up there. Yes, I will not be shy. I am running for re-election this coming June 2nd, 2026. And if there's anything anyone can do here to help out, let me know. I mean, I have cards here. I'm not going to be shy because I'm not in the city, so I can campaign.
I think we can hire him as a real estate professional, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was being interviewed by the South Bay Association of Realtors at 9 a.m. this morning just to see how I do.
Okay.
So, I think before I got here, there was another meeting at the Torrance Doubletree just down up the street there. And somebody said, can you bring like 3 or 4 your campaign yard signs? I said, yes. So I drove over there, drop off the yard sign. And those of you who don't know, on the south wall of the Doubletree Hotel, the infamous Robert Vargas is painting his one-of-a-kind mural there. I got intercepted by Robert because I was trying to get here right on time at 10:30. When I got there, what would you know? The KWSB news van was there. So what do you think happened to me, right? Yes, but you never know. But this is what we're doing in the city of Torrance. I'm just giving you a quick snapshot. Shortly after I took office, the city of Torrance was rated 4th from the bottom from the California state auditors because we had the reserves on the order of $581,000. At my state of the city address last September, we were projecting $131.5 million.
Wow.
Adding 3 zeros. Did you guys hear that? Can you imagine your commission is $100,000, then you add 3 zeros to that becomes 1 million? Right? What it takes to do that? That's because we practice fiscal discipline. We're generating revenue for the city of Torrance. Maybe I need to find out is how is the real estate business in the last, I don't know, I'm going to make up something, 4 years or so. Are you guys doing better? This is a real question. It's not rhetorical. Are you guys doing better?
Getting better? Doing better?
Okay. Oh, very good. So
we've seen an increase definitely in production in the last several years.
Okay.
Since COVID, even more so. It kind of goes up and down, but now we're seeing a trajectory of going up for sure.
Yeah. So this is just think about it. What we've been doing. We've been promoting the city of Torrance. At least I've been doing very hard. Not everybody understands it, so I'm going to give you ground truth here. The city of Torrance. Just look at the people in this room here, right? We represent just about every nation in the world here. For many years, the city has not captured on that strategy, business development strategy, economic development. Is just like realtors, the city of Torrance, we're competing with let's call it compatimates with our South Bay cities. We are competing businesses from people to come and eat and shop in the city of Torrance, but there's a fixed number of people in the South Bay. So, is there more money abroad to come into the city of Torrance to spend money to stay at our hotels? Yes. There's the database strategy, demographics. About 38 to 40% of the resident city of Torrance are AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islanders. Within that, the highest concentration is Japanese Americans. As a matter of fact, city of Torrance has the highest Japanese Americans in the 48 contiguous state. Highest concentration per square, whatever you call it, square foot or square mile. I didn't count Honolulu. I said 48 contiguous states. So when Dodgers signed Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto back in 2024, what is a strategy there, right? We have a strategy to play right there. Where is Shohei's hometown? Where is Yamamoto's hometown? I have never Google searched so much. I went to Consul General of Japan's residence because he invited me. I said, I need to know who the mayor of Oshu is. He goes, I'm not sure, So we did the hard work. Found out who the mayor of Oshu City, Shohei's hometown, and Yamamoto's hometown. Googled it, found the name and the address, shoot a letter, introducing myself to the mayor of Oshu City and Bizen. describing the city, our demographics, what we have. We're an all-purpose city. We 9 miles south of LAX, 9 miles north of the port of Long Beach. We have a beach. We have a safe and clean environment, and we're a thriving community. Would you consider a friendship city relationship with the city of Torrance? Priorities I had is economic development first, educational, athletic, and culture. Very different than what you would typically think. People say, oh, you develop a relationship with an international city. Usually it's culture exchange, but I do it the other way. At the end of the day, just like you're all here, it's not about the money. It's all about the money, right? I mean, let's just face it. What I see some Asians there over there. Why are these? Where are these? Okay, I'm gonna pick on the Asians because I'm. There's moms, right?
There's plenty of Asians.
I don't know how much time I have, Simon, but I'm getting a little excited here. Why do you push your children so hard to study hard, get good grades and music lessons? So that they have a better probability to get into someday a college of what you think is a reputable college. Let's just face it. Ask the 5 whys 5 times, and you'll usually get the root issue of what someone is doing or root cause. Why are you pushing your children so hard to get to a, let's say, college or university that you think is reputable? Because you believe that there's a higher probability to get a good paying job after graduation. True or false? True or false?
True.
Right? So I know that sometimes, I'm born in Taiwan, so I know, the parents will say, oh, no, they're not that good. They're not that smart. But back of their head, when you're having Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, my Johnny is the valedictorian of South High, right? Can anyone resonate? Right? It's that bragging rights when you get the family get together. And maybe it's not just Asian. I'm just sharing with you because that's what happens in our get together. And then at the end of the day, why a college or university? I'm just making it, college university is not for everyone because you still could do very well nowadays going to a trade school, which I think is a very critical area in the United States. Because you think that having a college and a university where you think is reputable may give you a higher chance to get a good paying job. So at the end of the day, all this push, tiger moms and everything is about the money, right? And whether you like it or not, that most of us think that the more income you generate, it may give you the higher probability. You notice the word I've used in probability because I don't think you could guarantee it. But life a lot of times is all about probability. You're selling a real estate. What is the probability of success? That's what you're trying to do. I listen to Simon here, leveling up on all the techniques, negotiating. You're trying to increase your probability of the deal, right? And that's what the parents do. And that's what I've been doing at City of Torrance. How to increase the probability of success, right? And at the end of the day, keeping our city safe, every candidate, every elected official says first priority is public safety. But if you ask them how, give me some specifics, they'll probably, mumble some generalities. But I'm going to give you some specifics. Since I'm an engineering background, retired from Raytheon, working on airborne electronics for 33 years before I retired. So when I came a councilman in the city of Torrance, I started pushing Chief Berg, 2 police chiefs ago, about signing up. Back then, it was just the early days of Ring camera, right? Mm-hmm. So back then, I suggested it. Ring was developed by Ring, and then it was bought by Amazon. But then if you want an app to see what's going on, you had to have the Ring app on there. They got smart because Arlo, all the other camera vendors start coming up. But if you have Ring, you can only say Ring. So they created another app called Neighbors app. Anybody heard of Neighbors app? Mm-hmm. Okay. Neighbors app was developed by Ring, but it was platform agnostic. What does that $10,000 word mean? That means you could have a Nest, a Ring, or Arlo, or whatever brand. That Neighbors app makes it looks just like the Ring app. So they increase their customer base to look at it. Well, what's nice about that is the police department got an account on Neighbors app, so that if there's a crime that occurred and on any platform you're on, you can opt in and allow Torrance PD to look at the video from your video security camera at home to help capture the bad person who just stole your Amazon package from your doorstep. I remember one time somebody stole something on there. I was Councilman Chen. I said, "Did you report to Torrance PD?" And then the comment was, "What do you know? You know, they're not going to do anything, you know, because for my account on Neighbors app is just, you know, customer number XYZ. They don't know I'm the guy who got them on the account, right?" So then a fast forward is now the city of Torrance have launched what we call the real-time response center. So that's the next level. You talk about leveling up, we're leveling up for public safety, very specific. Cameras in public areas, drones as first responders. So we had a case where we had some folks who were committing crime at Nordstrom. Again, I'm giving you facts, not fiction. They were stealing at Nordstrom, these young people. So they thought they were gonna get away. We had 911 call. So drones are in the sky. They're running out of Nordstrom, heading to Chick-fil-A, almost across the street. And they want to blend in. We're watching them run across the street. We go in and we just pluck them out, right? That's what we're talking about, 21st century. Using ready-made technology. It's not high tech, right? This is low tech now. Everybody's got drones. So that is part of our, if you go to our police station, you will see so many of these screens, monitors. One thing I'm going to say, it's not about Big Brother, and, you know, getting into your privacy issue. This is in the public areas where everybody is taking pictures. And this is really, we're 40 sworn officers short still today. So these cameras in public areas just is a force multiplier. So we can, you know, I'll use military terms, detect, find, identify, and then we could deploy our resources effectively. You see someone stealing a car in the parking lot of Costco. Do I send, you know, somebody calls 911, you get 10 cop cars there. No, that's one cop car thing, right? Deploy effectively, just like what the military do nowadays. I don't want to get too political. You know, right now, you know, there was a time where the United States would go into operational engagement. We're going to carpet bomb like crazy. But if you watch what's going on, we're not carpet bombing. We're doing precision targeting. So in a similar way, the Torrance PD is doing precision deployment, right? Using our resources wisely so that, you know, we're not over deployed. And then there will be a time where the fire department, how many times have people have seen fire department, they get deployed? Every time you call 911, fire department goes, I call it this, they deploy, I call it the gang of three. I call the gang of threes. Why? Their standard operating procedure is a fire truck, paramedic, and an ambulance. Why? Because they want to go with every tool available, right? But because they don't know what's on the scene. But what if they had intelligence, meaning information? That is a person who fainted on the sidewalk or a homeless person who needs help. That's a wellness check. Send one paramedic. We don't need the gang of three. 70%, again, data-driven. 70% of our 911 calls by fire department is EMS. It's not putting out fires. We seldom put out fires in the city of Torrance. As a matter of fact, our fire truck puts out more fires as mutual aid, like going to Altadena or to the Palisades or Northern California with the big fires. That's probably the time our fire truck really gets utilized for putting out fire. So a lot of times, if you over deploy, what happens? If Simon's on an off day as a firefighter, we call Simon in on overtime. And when Simon comes on overtime, he charges a minimum of 8 hours, whether he works 4 hours or less. That's just how they bargain. So if we deploy effectively, we probably don't need to call someone in on overtime as often. That's revenue savings, right? And that's good for the city of Torrance. As we gain more revenue, we could pass a $4.7 million recruiting package for Torrance PD, where somebody who's from LAPD is thinking about laterally transferring Torrance PD he or she could have a possible bonus of $100,000. When we passed that, it was heard around the whole nation. You can get up to, I didn't say you always do, up to $100,000 signing bonus because, you know, at the end of the day, remember I said, not about the money, all about the money. You can have people who really want to do good work, but just like people in the private sector, usually the people who do good work get rewarded financially as well. So no different than public safety officers. They want to be financially compensated. Then what happens to all the police officers who didn't leave Torrance PD? So with that package we do, we also have retention bonus. Because if this side of the room were faithful Torrance PD officer who didn't leave, and all the new guys came in and get to these bonuses, then you say, hey, what's up, right? You get retention bonus as well. Now, we cannot do that unless we have sufficient revenue so that we can offer this. Well, what does that mean? All this ties together. You got a safe community. Now your businesses want to come. Developers want to come. People say, you know, the big box retailers aren't doing well. Del Amo Fashion Center here is booming. No wonder why Apple decided to come 2 years ago. They're not going to come here if they feel that they're going to be the victim of smash and grab, right? And that's why we did the youth supervision policy from Friday afternoon and on. At first, a lot of businesses in the mall thought, whoa, you know, you're just going to shut down everyone. In the beginning, there was a little intrepidation. But now shoppers come and shop with confidence. Shoppers sometimes still want that real life experience. I'm not a real estate agent. I'm just guessing that some of you, you know, when you are building that relationship with a potential customer, you know, we're human beings. We're relational people. Sometimes they just like that live experience rather than just doing click online, right? So same way with retail. Sometimes people want to be able to touch that Adidas or Nike shoes, right? And then, so what better? You can go to the Del Amo Fashion Center, go upstairs, wait in line for 3 hours for Ding Tai Fung. After you're...
Worth it.
Fred?
Then you're broke. Then you get to go down and spend more money and order your Tesla. They're double broke. After you get your Tesla, what do you need? Walk across the road, across the way from Tesla, you buy your latest Apple 17, right? So now you're triple broke. But what does that mean for the city of Torrance? Revenue, revenue, revenue. More revenue, the better we could provide services to the community. Businesses want to come. Now we're generating 260 units of townhome. You guys probably know that better than I do. Right next to PF Chang, right? The Gable House one is looking good. At first, people are complaining. They're asking, you know, my sister and people, oh, they're complaining. They think you're building a penitentiary there. You know, in the beginning, you know, the Gilbert House was all walled in, the parking structure. But if you drive by there now, it's looking pretty good now, right?
Yeah.
And 260 units of townhome next to Pierre Chang there, where
Or the old Black Angus.
yeah, Black Angus and on.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, backstory, they actually worked at Lau Mall with the architect how to design that, so that La Madrona is not 5 stories high. So the residents don't get the shocker of looking that way, right? So it's like 1 story. I said, you get the PF Chang over there, that super wide, you know, wasted driveway will get narrowed down a little bit, right? To reasonable. And then you could park there. And then around PF Chang, then you could go up to 5 stories. So it's designed to kind of blend in so that it complements the mall. So this is the kind of things we're doing in the city of Torrance. So it's a win-win for everyone. And the community don't get a shock factor that you see the big, you know, structure where Madrona Middle School is. I mean, that's the kind of things we're doing, right? And then we did the housing corridor we passed so that when developers want to come and build, these are the areas which you could fast track your development, because we're trying to adhere to the state's policies of building more housing. But then we don't want to just random development so that they stick it to us. You got to build here. We're trying to get it so that our community is at least, we have a balanced, smart development in the right places. And you know, last year was the first year in many years that the #1 revenue generator in the city of Torrance was not sales tax, was actually property tax. So, which means things are, in me, that means things are turning around a little bit. And I think that's goodness for you guys. That means there is turnover in real estate, I think.
Price is going up.
Right?
Yeah.
And then price is going up. Mayor Chen, it's too expensive to live here. So I'm thinking, what do you want me to do? You want me to expend my brain cells to devalue your property? No. You want your elected officials to help you with what I call the top line, bring in high-paying jobs so that, again, you have a higher probability of success of purchasing your home. If your city is safe and clean and you got good shops and good restaurants, the market determines the pricing level, right? I don't determine that. So when people complain about that, I should say, thank you, right? That means we're doing our job. So aerospace defense are coming. Antares over there right on Prairie, right where the old Prairie Bridge is, south of 190th, right next, micro-nuclear reactor. I know I sound like a techie. Remember, I'm an aerospace engineer, retired. So that space systems could stay in space longer with fuel, energy, nuclear reactors. Right next to that, you should see Sony Honda Mobility of America. We competed with Orange County to win Sony Honda Mobility of America, a brand new car maker. I didn't say car dealer. When's the last time City of Torrance got a new car maker? A brand new joint venture of Sony and Honda, high-end electric vehicle. Think about Sony Entertainment while you're in your car. PlayStation and all. Entry model, $90,000, called a Fila 1. So that's what the outreach international market is. I just did a ribbon cutting 2 days ago over there on Columbia Street near the Civic Center. Flightwave, a brand new company in the city of Torrance, drones, unmanned systems for the government. Tomorrow, I'm going to a company called Castellian, another brand new aerospace defense company in the city of Torrance at a new home. Castellian makes hypersonic rockets. Anybody know what that means? Let me try. I'll give you the Reader's Digest. Hypersonic rockets. 5 times the speed of sound of a rocket. Imagine the enemies of the United States try to shoot down a rocket going 5 times the speed of sound. Speed of sound is roughly 500 miles per hour. 2,500 miles an hour, a rocket going this way. But I just want to think, just protect our nation and our interests worldwide.
Mayor?
Yeah.
3 more minutes, sir.
3 more minutes. I'm just getting started. That's just the introduction.
I know.
But hopefully you see, this is what we've been doing the last 4 years. For business development, it's hard to get this kind of data and success in your first term, 4 years. You got to develop that relationship. When I first became mayor, I said, I want to meet the president of American Honda headquarters in the city of Torrance. City staff looks at me, he's like, we don't know when the last time the mayor of the city of Torrance visited American Honda. I'm just thinking, whoa. He said, gentleman there, his face just said it all. It's like, eeks, right? So I know what he's thinking. He's probably thinking, I wonder why Toyota left. Okay. You got to understand your customers. You need to understand their cultural nuances and specifics. For a company, even though we're a very diverse country, very diverse nation, such as our city reflects it, you also need to understand the culture of business and what their roots are. For a Japanese business, I'm going to say it in public, American Honda, you got to understand the culture. The mayor of the city of Torrance needs to visit the president of Honda and build that relationship. Hi, sir, very happy that you've been in the city of Torrance. What can we do to help you succeed? If the mayor of Torrance doesn't have that relationship with the head person there, that is a risk. Remember probability? Probability of success decreases. If the numbers don't work out business-wise for American Honda, that relationship, that tight relationship, potential can overcome, I'm going to make up a number, 1% to 2% hit in terms of business. If there's no relationship with the mayor of the city of Torrance and the numbers don't work well, I'm out of here, right?
Are they getting tax break from the city?
No, they don't get tax break. I don't offer tax break. I don't, we just try to be a good government, right? The Taiwan National Olympic Committee contacted me last November. They want to meet with me to look at our city for LA 28. So I met with them. They came on a tour bus, 28 people. Taiwan National Olympic Team. They're officially called Chinese Taipei because there's no formal diplomatic relationship. Took them to the city of Torrance, spent a whole day with them for all the areas, features, and benefit. Our Cultural Arts Center, Ken Miller Center. They saw the kitchen in Ken Miller Center and saw the gas-powered stove. It sold them that gas power because they're cooking. They need to cook for the athletes too. So 2 council meetings ago, we had an item. The National Olympic Team of Taiwan has selected the city of Torrance to be the base camp of operation for LA 28. They're renting 50 rooms at the DoubleTree for July 2028. 50 rooms. We're gonna eat, shop, and live here. As we promote the city internationally, as people come to the city to stay at hotels, take pictures at the mural called the Samurai of the Diamond, there will be executives, senior people traveling internationally to come here. Mr. Executive, do you like the city of Torrance?
I do.
Do you think it's safe here?
I do.
Do you think it's clean here?
I do.
You like the shops here?
I do.
You like the restaurants here?
Yes.
Would you consider your international headquarters in the city of Torrance?
Yes, I do.
We got to feature that, right?
Yeah.
There will be that. Things in my mind, we have to be ready for the opportunity. It may not happen every time. When that happens, boom, you got to be able to strike, right?
And just to add to that, Mayor, this is what I always constantly preach: is you got to be ready.
Yeah.
The moment that a buyer, seller, or investor, you got to be ready for those conversations. So thank you for sharing.
And just so you know, I was in Taiwan when they contacted me, visiting my in-laws. The night before I was flying back, they sent me the email. And I said, by the way, I'm in Taipei right now. They said, can we meet tomorrow? So I had a pre-meeting meeting with them the very next morning, the day I'm flying out. I said, I have a 7:30 flight back to the US. They said, okay, we'll meet at 9 in the morning. Fortunately, they were a 15-minute drive from my mother-in-law's house. So, I always tell the city staff, the meeting before the meeting is the real meeting, right? That's where the deals really did, the meeting before the meeting. I used to tell the folks at Raytheon, the meeting before the meeting is the real meeting, right? So, okay. I only gave you just a little bit of speech, public safety, taking care of homelessness, driving up revenue, develop a relationship, opening up the city with the aperture of the entire world, not just the South Bay of Torrance, because the market for, is much bigger than just the South Bay. You guys don't care if your buyer is from Redondo Beach or Korea, right? We're open for business. So that's what I've been doing. If you like what you've heard and seen, I ask for your support for 4 more years. That one up. I didn't know how to end this.
All right. Let's give them a round of applause. Mayor Ken, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
What's that? No, he's there.
Yeah.
Major Chen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Amazing. Can we take a quick photo?
Sure.
Mayor,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to promote you to win.
Okay. All right. There's more of these too. I got more cards to pass out. Yeah.
Ready?
The best thing to do is turn the business card around because I have a QR code. I can do a little pitch. When I got elected, go ahead. We'll take a picture. I'll smile.
Yeah, smile first. Awesome.
We should vote now for you, but
Oh,
Yeah.
well, actually, mail-in ballot starts. I'm gonna gotta do this. Get out the stage chart. This is my Torrance official business card, right? Because I meet people like this all the time. You guys give me a business card, and I forget you in about 3 minutes. Did that ever happen to you? So when I got elected, I said, "This is what the old Torrance business card looked like, just all text." I said, "Can I put a picture on it? It's the 21st century. It's digital." They say, "Yeah, man, we could put your picture on it because this way people remember what I look like." Then when I said, "Now I got white space on the bottom, you got marketing." Well, you can't keep white space there. can you add a QR code there? So when you scan the QR code on my official Torrance business card, it creates a reply back, add new contact. All my information goes in a couple of clicks. And then, so when I decide to run for re-election, I have the same thing. So if you want to donate to the campaign, if you see the blue business cards there, you turn it back, you scan that QR code, it pops up to my donation page. The cost of printing and stamps are going up. But no, thank you. I know I say it half-hearted, but it's not high tech. It's everyday tech, right?
Mayor Chin, I have one request and a favor. KW has an annual event called Red Day.
Red Day.
Red Day. We host it at Wilson Park every year in May. But there's a lot of red tape sometimes with the city. So I need your help and support because it's a nonprofit that we give back to the community, and it's for severely handicapped adults that we host. So all of the KW agents go there. We have painting the fence, music, and all that. So we need the support to get us through the red tape sometimes. So I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Apply early. Apply early. Yes.
Beautiful.
Got it.
You heard it. You heard it. Where's Nat?
I
don't know if Nat's here.
I said apply early. Just notice why I didn't say. I didn't say fee waiver, right? Apply early.
And I said red tape. I didn't say anything about waiving anything.
Well, you know why? I get inundated. Can you imagine? How do you think the city got into $581,000 reserves? I think a lot of people in the community think we're just cash cows doling out cash. And to me, this is how I operate, right? Just like your personal finances. Yeah, just because, Miss X here and Mr. Y here said, we got this very nice nonprofit organization, it's for the children, or it's for the elderly. Can we have a subsidy donation? Oh yeah, I think I might be able to get 3 votes from there. I might get 6 votes from there. But just so you know, I don't do that. I really look at what's good for the community. Even for Dodger Day this summer, the price of the tickets that the Dodgers selling us, we're going to sell it back to the community at the price they sell to us. Some people say, why can't you get 50% subsidy? Well, if the 300 people who goes to the games gets 50% discount, the 146,000 residents of this pay for you to go to the game. It's just not good practice, right? So that was my plug. And, you got to, make sure that you are financially disciplined how you spend money as well. And that's what I've been doing with the city of Torrance, just like I manage my own household.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'm going to do one of these. Simon, let's do it. Selfie right here.
All right, let's do it.
You ready?
There we go. He knows what he's doing.
Like nowhere. The elected officials has to be the #1 marketeer and business development folks for the city. Because as long as the city has revenue, the city staff knows how to clean the streets. Every time I go to candidates forum, they said, local elected officials, there's no Republicans, Democrats, to fix pothole in the streets. A lot of time, I think if you think about it, that's one of the dumbest thing to say, if you think about it. Because as long as there's money to pay the street sweeper, the streets and the potholes will get taken care of. You don't elect the person to do that. You elect the person to bring in revenue, for the city. You don't need elected officials to fill potholes and street sweeps, right? If that's the case, get rid of your elected officials.
Very good.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much. Good information. Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. I know we're cutting it short, but we also have to introduce our guest food sponsor as well. So we're going to bypass the next slide, which is our pitch needs and wants. And let's get rusty with digital installers. And Josh, where are they at? Coming up. I'll do the slide for you guys because I don't know if the this is work. Oh, yeah, it's actually working. So just push down on the button there. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
That was a great presentation from Mayor Ted.
Yeah.
So much of what he talked about, kind of in the early going, touched on technology, and how technology really comes into our lives on a daily basis. And as a company, that's really what we do. We're a lifestyle technology company. So let's see, do a little bit of introduction for you here. I have some key points at the end, if you guys can stick around, but it really will apply to you guys as realtors. It's specific to you guys as business. So I'll chime back in at the very end. We put up triple reports.
Thanks, Josh.
Be careful.
When you guys sell homes and you see a bunch of cables laying out, what do you guys do with those things that look real ugly? I don't. Some people cut them, put them back on the wall. So there's a structure of wiring for homes. Some homes might not have any. Obviously, if someone lived there for 30 or 40 years, there's no low voltage data. When someone comes in, they want their Wi-Fi done, they want their speakers done, right? They need technology in a home, just like a quarter of his speech was talking about tech. So that's what we do. A little bit of background on me. I have 3 dogs. That's probably the most important thing. I have 5 kids as well, but those are secondary to my
True fact.
and I'll update these slides with my dogs too. So we've been doing this for 26 years. Big audio video people. When you guys see a golf sim, we probably did it. A theater, speakers, TVs. We built Westlake's Keller Williams real estate corporate office. We do all the presentation rooms, everything of technology that's connected from the internet to your pool controller. We kind of have worked on it or done it.
So something like this is a no-no, right?
You guys are getting it done. You're doing meetings on what are you guys? $650 million. That's ridiculous. This is okay. You can do this. You guys can get away with it. So you guys know what you're doing, obviously. So this is a little course that we give, but I'm not going to give the whole course. All I want to do is when someone buys a house, it's very important to make sure that they have Wi-Fi, right? When they move in, what do they want? Their internet working, a TV hum, maybe some background music. They might have a backyard. You guys can say, hey, you can do an outdoor TV. We know a guy. Beautiful backyard. We love outdoor audio. So wouldn't this pool be nice when you have speakers going? We can do evaluations for you to see what the value of what they have. There's no charge, free consult. When you guys sell a house, we can also help out with a $200 voucher that we would do something for them. It could be hang a TV. It could be get the internet on. We can consult. We just need to be a trusted partner with you guys. There's so many things we do, from the shades to the lighting to the TVs, speakers, and sound and Wi-Fi. So if I went through this whole slide, we're talking about the value of a structured wiring home, what you guys could look for. Basically, just know that you have a local company that will come out and assess all those cables that you want to hide away because it's ugly. Or they took a projector down. Or they took a speaker out of the wall. Or they threw all these TVs down, and now you have all these wires hanging out, and it looks ugly. So we have a store location. It's awesome. You guys can network with us. You can use the space. We have golf sims. We have a theater. You guys can come up with a movie night for your customers. We have an amazing location that not many people have ever seen. So if you like golfing and a golf sim, theaters, a fun space, wine and cheese, home tours, we have it. We've been a lot of awards, a lot of magazines. Trust me, this is going to be too much. So I'm going to let Josh kind of finish it up for you guys. If you have questions, dig in after this. We did bring a few gifts. We got TV templates, which are posters. So if you said, hey, this place would look great with a TV above the wall, use the poster, put it up on the wall, just put blue tape behind it. It looks real pro, and it looks good. So it's a nice tool. We have 6 of them, so we'll give those out. If you guys need more, just let me know. We also bought a nice bottle of wine. So I'll raffle that off in a minute.
So this is for new construction and existing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I'll take over from Rusty here, if that's okay.
Yeah.
One of the key things that I wanted to talk about was, move-in ready homes. We want to have turnkey homes that we can present to our clients. They don't want to have loose ends, right? Having us come in and do that consultation for you to do, assessment of what is there, how we can present that to your clients as a turnkey home. Also, a lot of people don't like those unknowns when they're walking in, and technology is just a giant unknown for most people. So if we're your guides, we can come in, we can meet directly with your client if that's what's best, so that we can help them to understand what they're getting themselves into with that home or what they're trying to build towards, right? The other thing too is that we have a very diverse market that we're working with here, right? Rusty and I were talking about a little while ago, a 3,000 square foot home here versus Rancho Palo Verde. They're completely different, categories of home, right? So when we start looking at those and we do assessments for you, we can really help you guys to get the most valuation out of that home, to understand what those pieces are, because a lot of people will look at it as a liability if they don't understand it. So we can help those clients really understand what that technology is in their home, what it's going to take to make it their own and make it personalized to them, which is going to ease that sale for you guys.
One point on that, we had a really large house. The selling agent says, I had an audio video consultation. It's going to be $200,000 to get this up to new tech level. And then the buying agent brought us in and says, hey, what's the value of this? And it was about $250,000. So we can also assess what it's going to be. So we do basic stuff to advanced stuff, but at least valuing what the customer is going to need to get the system working.
Yeah. Rusty touched on a lot of these points already, so I'll try to be respectful of the time. I know we're supposed to be done at 11:30 today. So the main thing that we would like to be is a part of your referral catalog, right? Remember our name, remember our contact, because we can help you guys to sell these homes, especially when these very personalized systems that owner built in there before, that for the new owner may have value, may have zero value, right? So we can help them to transition that. Really the designs and finishes, and know that you're hiring a team that can do that entire spectrum of work, right? From maybe downtown Torrance home to that RPV home. We have history and we understand what the client needs for those different types of applications, right? So if you can dream it, we can build it, but we also know that people have budgets, right? So we really try to work with the clients to make that a right fit for them. So getting us involved can help you guys to transition the sale, right? But also to build those relationships with those clients so that they know that you're steering them right and that you're bringing good people to them, because that's what we do. We understand this realm right here. So,
any questions about tech?
I have lots of questions about tech.
A lot of times you won't even know. Like I did a walkthrough 30 minutes before I got here for heaters. Why are we involved in heaters? They are connected to a controller that's connected to the internet. You can remotely do it. You can set timers. It's controlled by Lutron. So electricians aren't doing it. Why are we doing lighting? Aren't electricians doing it? Lighting has smart keypads, buttons, scenes. That's why we're involved. We have programmers. We have project managers. So we have 28 employees on the team. Been doing it for a long time. We're fun to work with, and we're just honest. Everything is itemized. It's pretty straightforward. So if you guys say, hey, they have an intercom, that's old. Like, are we going to keep using it? Let us come out there and meet the client, because then we can say, these are your options. Cut it out, patch it up, or put a different intercom. This is the price value. Oh gosh, I don't want to spend that. That's fine. Let's close it up and patch it up. These are your options. So I'll get this slide to you guys because it talks about real estate and a little bit about value. And then it shows you just a lot of cool options on what you can do. This kind of stuff. Thank you. Okay.
Where's the office located?
We got a virtual office in Torrance, but we are headquartered where that showroom is.
Yeah.
Is in Long Beach.
Long Beach.
So it's very close.
Okay.
We're in like 4 locations. So we have people who drive company vehicles home. So we have a local guy here, but we have them throughout the Orange County to LA.
We do a ton of work in the South Bay area. Being centrally located allows us to kind of serve both the Orange County network as a community and also LA greater area. So the showroom is truly impressive, and we really like to extend that to our partners or even personal stuff. If you guys want to plan a networking group and you want to use that space for about up to 40 or 50 people, it really works well. Good for kids too, and have the kids doing movie nights. So, we love to give back to people that give to us, right? We want to build that community, and so that's a resource there.
David?
What area do you guys also service, like the desert area, right?
Yeah, our local area is 30 miles, and then we also have La Quinta area. So we're in the desert, so a lot of people have vacation homes. They want their system to be similar to what they have here. So 30 miles from Long Beach gets you all the way to Santa Monica, gets you all the way to Corona del Mar, the whole coastal area.
We do have a satellite office on this that we run out of there too.
So you work with the, like Verizon and
Yep.
AT&T and all these companies?
Door locks, alarms.
Yeah, all
Everything.
aspects of technology. I mean, Mayor Chen came in and talked about the Ring platform, right? And technology touches almost every piece of our living spaces. Whether we like it or not, some people are apprehensive to that, but it is a fact of life that this is what's developing into our homes, right? Understanding that and having a guide to help you guys translate that, have that client feel more assured. That's basically what we're trying to do.
Yeah, you're not calling Ring, you're not calling Amazon, you're not calling any of those people. You're calling a local person to come out, and that's who we are.
Send it over to Google.
That's
You're
exactly.
not calling Google, and that's AI. They save $22 a phone call now because they did AI. You spoke about AI, so we're in your home. We put on our booties. We take care of your customers. Anything
Yeah,
else?
The only thing I wanted to touch on that is just a little bit of the follow-up. So we run a full separate service team for our installation team. It's a dedicated service team, which allows us to have faster response times. When you get down to it, a lot of the time it is crunch time. It's like, oh, I need this done today. I need to have, I'm presenting today, I'm having the show. So use this as a resource. We have those dedicated team members that are there to help us, right?
24/7, and these are the things we do. And we'll let you know about the crawl space, attics, and power outlets. We can help with the inspections. We can do all that. So these are things we cover, and what we're asking for. This is just value of some stuff in the real estate, but how you guys can help us and how we can help you. Consult and assess services during blueprints or design. Provide a complimentary smart home experience. No charge for design quotes. And I got those TV templates. And also how you can help. You can refer clients, design with us to create the ultimate space. We can have a vision of what this space could be. So we'll help with that. It's like you have an empty space. We'll use AI, maybe put a theater in there and do some cool renderings. Then you can come by our showroom. So everything we kind of touch base where we're at.
I know we're at the end of our time, guys. Is there anything else that anybody had questions on?
And you have flyers and business cards, so make sure to get, and if you have any additional questions, please, they're going to be here for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Let's give Rusty and Josh a round of applause. Thank you very much. And thank you for sponsoring us this time. Appreciate you. All right. Well, that concludes our team meeting. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget, Thursday, we got broker tour next at 12 o'clock, 12 to 2. Thanks, everyone.
Something, would you be here?
Yeah. Well, give me a few minutes. Yeah.
I'll just put you out here when you're ready.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.